Hi everyone, how are you all? So my name is Isheshpal and welcome to my channel Sheshpal Mathswala. In yesterday's video we have discussed some of the formulas and its derivations regarding the concept of in circle, and we have discussed some of the derivations for proving the formulas of in radius. You can check my previous video. I have written just here only. R is equal to small r is equal to delta by s minus a into tan a by 2, s minus b into tan b by 2, s minus c into tan c by 2, a by cot b by 2 plus cot c by 2. You can check all those formulas, and you can find the derivations also. If you check out my previous videos. Okay? In this video, we are going to discuss another new concept regarding the properties of triangle, which is related to the circles, that is x circle. Regarding prop regarding triangles plus circles, the concepts that we are discussing are totally related to the combination of triangles and circles. You know very well about this. Here the first concept that we have completed is modification of sine rule. The same thing, a by sin a is equal to b by sin b is equal to c by sin c is equal to k can be written as 2r. R means radius of x circle. That's what this is. Second is in circle and in center. Just in previous video we have discussed the concept of in circle and all the set of formulas regarding in center, in radius. And the third concept is circumcircle and circumradius. Right? In radius means small r, circumradius means capital R. In central, finally we get is equal to 2r, right? That's what here it is. Radius of circumcircle. Okay? Fourth concept. And the another concept that we have discussed is relation between smaller and capital R. Relation between smaller and capital R. We have already derived that small is equal to 4 capital R sin A by 2, sin B by 2 and sin C by 2, right? Which shows the relation between smaller and capital R, right? These are the concepts that we have covered. And in this video, here is our new concept, that is X circle. In circle, circumcircle and X circle. Let's understand what is meant by X circle and some of its results. Okay? Let's move forward. Now, X circle. For a triangle, consider triangle A, B, C. For triangle A, B, C, let me extend this side AB like this. Let me draw a little bit small so that understanding will be clear. Let me consider triangle A, B, C. Okay. Now what I am going to do is, let me extend this side AB like this. Similarly side AC like this. Okay. These are two extended lines. Then here there is a circle that is drawn so that the the side and the two extended lines act as tangents. Right? Here I have drawn a circle such that the line extended from the two sides and the third side act like tangents to the circle. This is how we can draw like this. O1 center, first center. Similarly, let me extend this side like this and like this. BC like this. I have extended two lines like this and I have drawn a circle so that the third side and the other two lines act like tangents to the circle. Let me draw like this. Here it is O2. Second circle with center O2. Similarly, the same thing. Extend this BC like this. And like this. Other side like this. I extended these two sides like this, right? Here a circle is drawn so that this side and the other two lines act like tangents. Here is the center O3. Okay. From here I have drawn three circles like this. Here we need to understand that there is a circle drawn. I am repeating again. There is a circle drawn outside the triangle so that the one of the side and the extension of other two sides act like tangents to it. Let me write the definition. A circle drawn outside the triangle. A circle drawn outside the triangle. This is a triangle and three circles are drawn outside. A circle drawn outside the triangle so that the extension of two sides and the third side act like tangents to the drawn circle. This circle is called as X circle. This is how we can define the X circle. A circle drawn outside the triangle. This is a triangle. A circle is drawn outside the triangle so that the extension of two sides. These are the two sides I have considered. I have extended like this. And the third side. These are two sides and the third side will be this. Right? Act like tangents to the drawn circle. I have drawn this circle, right? These three lines act like tangents. This side and the other two lines. Okay? So these circles are called as X circles. This is what actually the X circle is mean. Understanding this definition is a fundamental thing so that further concepts will be easier. Okay? Let's move on further. Let me draw once again triangle ABC. Here three circles can be drawn, right? Three circles. Their centers are O1, O2, O3. A circle with center O1 has a radius. A circle with center O1 has a radius of R1. Similarly, O2 is R2 and O3 is R3. It means the circle with center O1 has a radius R1 and a circle with center O2 has a radius R2 and the third circle with center O3 has a radius R3. It means, let me draw like this. These radius lines are perpendicular to the tangents, right? Here it is R1, R1, R1. Okay? This is a small thing, small statement. Let me join these two vertices like this. That means three vertices to the center of the circle. Right? Here the side is A. Here it is A. Here it is B. Here it is C. Side length. Okay. Here the side length is C. Here side A is divided into two parts with different lengths. Right? Let me name it as X. Here it is X. Similarly, as per the property of tangency, this length is also going to be X and this length is also going to be, no, it's Y. Let me say it Y. Similarly, it is also Y. Let me name it as B dash. Here this is C dash. C dash is nothing but Y. B dash is nothing but X. Okay? Now, it's nothing but indirectly AB dash and AC dash act like tangents, right? It means here the angle is bisected A by 2 and it is A by 2. Okay? Now we are going to discuss the radius of X circle. Radius of X circle. Now we are going to understand the proof and the formula. It means results for the radius of X circle. Okay? R1. Here let me name it as O1. Here let me say it as A dash. Okay, this point is A dash. Now, area of triangle ABC plus area of triangle BO1C is equal to area of triangle ABO1 plus area of triangle ACO1. And area of triangle ABC plus area of triangle BOC. It means area of this whole part is nothing but, it can also be said that area of triangle ABO1 plus area of triangle ACO1. Okay? Area of this part can be written in two ways like this. Okay? Area of triangle ABC is nothing but delta. Right? Delta plus area of triangle BO1C. BO1C. Half is nothing but half into base. A BO1C. Perpendicular is R1 and base is A. Half A into R1 is equal to BO1C. Perpendicular length, it means altitude. Altitude is nothing but O1 A dash, which is nothing but R1. And its base is A. Half into base into height. Half A R1. Okay. Area of triangle ABO1. ABO1. Half into base. Base is nothing but C. Into height. Height is nothing but area of height of the triangle R1. R1, because it is a right angle, plus half into area of triangle ACO1. ACO1. Half into base. For this, base is nothing but B. And height is nothing but R1. B R1. Okay, let's move on further. Okay. Area of triangle is nothing but delta plus half A R1 is equal to half C R1 plus half B R1. Delta is nothing but, let me take half R1 as common and B plus C minus A. 2S can be written as A plus B plus C. Okay. It means B plus C can be written as 2S minus A. Right? And B plus C minus A can be written as 2 into S minus A. Let me put this value here. Here half can be written as B plus C minus A by 2. Right? By 2 is nothing but S minus A. Area of triangle is equal to R1 into S minus A. It means radius of X circle, one of the X circle. Radius of one of the X circle, because there are three possibilities of drawing X circle. I have explained already. Here one, and here one. Radius of one of the X circle is nothing but delta by S minus A. R1 is equal to delta by S minus A. How can we identify R1? The circle which is opposite to the vertex A. If this circle is opposite to the vertex A, so radius of this circle which is opposite to the vertex A is nothing but R1 delta by S minus A. Similarly, let me extend like this. Let me draw a circle like this. It may be little bit big. I am not drawing completely. Here there is a circle, a center O2, perpendicular R2, R2, R2. Right? Similarly, R2, which is opposite to the vertex B. Right? R2 can be written as delta by S minus B. How? Means we can prove same method, same geometrical method. We can prove R2 is equal to delta by S minus B. R3 is equal to same like this, and drawing a circle, center O3, R3, R3, R3. R3 is nothing but delta by S minus C. Right? So these three are the radius of three X circles of triangle ABC. Okay? It's not very hard to remember. For a circle which is opposite to the vertex A, its radius is delta by S minus C. For a circle which is opposite to vertex B, it means this circle is nothing but delta by S minus B. The circle which is opposite to vertex C, which is nothing but delta by S minus C. Okay? This is the fundamental concept for the radius of X circles. In further videos, we will prolong the discussion for the radius of X circles and some of the relations between two other quantities. Okay? For that, let's meet on the next video. Until then, tata.